JustScience.
Yeah, what's good, people? So today I got a quick tip for you guys to show you a little trick I've been using in my drum production. It's a nice, quick, and simple way to get an interesting hi-hat pattern without a whole lot of work. So I got a simple boom clap beat set up here. You know, nothing special, just something to get the job done. So let's say we want to add a 16th note hi-hat pattern to this. I want to control click in my timeline and then open up this new sample. I'll find my hi-hat, make sure I'm on 16th note quantized grid, and I'm going to draw in a note right there. And I can either option select it to drag it out and copy, or let's select them all and copy paste a bunch of times until we fill up this loop. So now if we play this from the beginning, you'll see we have a very simple static beat that doesn't sound very interesting. I'm just going to add a compressor so it sticks out a little bit more. We can focus on the hi-hats here. So the solution I've been using for this lately, if you come up to your Windows menu and show the tool window, if this box isn't already here yet, F8 will also show and hide it. You know, it might look like this with your instrument racks in it, or these other windows, but you want this toolbar here. And if all these things are closed down like this, we want to select note velocity. And I want this to be on random at 10%. So if I come in my timeline, I'm going to select all those hi-hat notes I just created. And now watch down here in the velocity section when I hit apply. All right. So now let's do that a few more times until we get something that looks like it has a lot of nice variation. All right, that looks okay. Okay, so that added a little bit more flavor to it, but not enough. I'm going to close this down a little so we can see the sampler. On my sample one, I'm going to bring the velocity up until, see how some of the notes started disappearing? It's now only playing the notes with the highest velocity. So if I add a layer and choose a different sample, let's use that one. And now I'm going to bring this sample down the opposite way and move it up until those notes start coming in. Okay, there's a couple of them. Let's bring it up a little more. Okay. So let's go in here and add a third sample. And I'm going to fill in that gap we created between the other two. If I can get these ends right. There we go. Okay, now with one lane of hi-hat notes that we drew in about, 4 seconds, we have a very intricate hi-hat pattern happening. So if I want to, I can go in and add a fourth sample now. And I'm going to activate that across the full spectrum. But I'm going to bring the volume of it down a little bit. So now it sounds like one hi-hat that's just playing at different velocities instead of 3 different hi-hats. So real quick, let's select all of those and then remove them. We can see what it sounded like at first. And then undo. Now we got a much more interesting pattern to work with. If I hit apply over here a couple more times, the pattern's going to change until I find something I like. That sounds good. So you're getting a lot of different flavor, and once you add like a little bit of a groove combinator to it, you'll see that this can start sounding like a live drummer and get really funky in only a couple minutes. So that's what it sounded like with all the straight notes, and once you add a little funk. So check that out. Try using it in your next production. You know, if you got to get a drum beat out of the way really quick so you can work on a synthesizer idea, this is a great fast way to do that. And stay tuned. I got some really special tutorials coming up, but they're taking me a while to record. So like and subscribe for more. Just Science. Peace.